Hello and welcome back everyone, this is Allura SC back at you with another Fortnite tutorial video, and this time round we will be covering the Devil East spawn. We'll be covering the Devil East spawn, and as always guys, I do value your feedback and suggestions very highly. So keep them coming guys, I really do appreciate it, and I will be keeping all of these tips and stuff like that to bring you guys some better quality videos. So as some of you guys have mentioned, I think you guys are appreciating that little aerial view. So we're just going to go ahead and do a quick little scan around, yeah, from an upper view of how this east spawn actually looks like. And today we will be using the controller as well. So I might be a little bit unfamiliar with how it works. I don't really use controllers very often, but I think this will actually give you guys a much better and smoother viewing experience. So do let me know if you guys like this in the comments section. And yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so as we can see right there, that is on the left side of the east spawn. We do require some block-offs. Yeah, we're just going to do a quick overview of how everything works. So we do have a four tile metal block-off right there, starting off to the edge of the cliff over there. And then after we have 4 tiles counted out, we then have 3 reinforced boxes, as we can see. 1, 2, 3, 3 reinforced boxes. And then we also have our funnel systems going on over here. We'll get into the close-up view in just a bit. We have also marked out where we typically like to place our base as well, over there with that tier 2 brick floor. Okay, and then just more parts of the funnel going through there, and then the little exit going out. So you will notice that in today's video, you're going to be seeing a lot of tar pits as well. I will just point out to you guys which tar pits are mostly going to be floor launchers, because right now we are in the process of trying to do a no floor launcher run. So don't worry too much, nothing is going to be changing too much inside the main funnel systems. Just when you are coming out of the funnel systems, that's when you're going to be having some little changes over there and replacing some of them as floor launchers. Not that big of a deal. Alright, so next part over there, this is going to be the right side spawn of the east amplifier, on the Devil Amplifier. So right there we can see that's where there is a spawn. Yeah, we've gone ahead and put up a couple of spawn traps over there. We have a block off as well, a little zigzag block off over there. It's very important to put these walls to ensure that the husk do not just punch through and go through the sides over there. Additionally, we have also put some extra security walls on that side as well, because I think we have noticed maybe just one rare occasion where there was a flinger that took a really long about route to come through on that side to try and fling into the base. So we're gone ahead and done that as well. Okay, so as we can see right there, we do have a 2x3 area marked out right there. And as you guys might have guessed it, yes indeed, there is a lava rock spawn over by where that little streak is. So we're gonna hit and isolated that lava rock right there, 2x3. And we also do have a little streak on that side as well. And that side over there is also another possible lava rock spawn, which is gonna hit and isolated as well, and we're now safe from it. So as you can see, there's a couple of little block offs over there. We got a little additional lobber shield as well over there to prevent lobbers from wanting to try and punch through one of these walls and try and lob from that particular direction. Okay, so I think that basically covers it for the overview. Wait, one more thing I think I forgot right there. Very important one also. So that over there is actually a little additional reinforced cap off, because there is a little ramp over there. You really do not want flingers or lobbers to punch through on that side wall and rock up that ramp and start tossing into the base. It will usually spell disaster. Okay, so yeah, this is the right side funnel system going through right there, as we can see. Going all the way through, they pop out from this little area down here, fall down inside there, and then they walk through these funnel systems over here and then fall down onto that little edge over there. And I think that basically covers it for the overview finally, and let's go ahead and dive right into it. Okay, I think I missed the jump. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get to where we were talking about earlier, yeah? So this part over here, how do I actually do this? I actually have no idea how to edit my way out of this. B to confirm. Trigger? Ah yes, trigger, that would be it. Okay, so there we go. Go through here and reset. What is reset? This. Okay, good. So as we can see right here, this is where we have the wall off. Yeah, so we count 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tiles, 4 tiles. 4 tiles from the cliff's edge over here, walling it straight off, and up until this 4th wall over here. This is where we begin the this is basically where we begin the much heavier, you know, boxes. Yeah, we're going to be putting in the boxes from here as mentioned above previously. So we have 3 boxes of wall off, reinforced wall offs over there. Okay, and then that's where we're going to be starting out the funnel system. Right, so in terms of where the spawn starts, I think we do have a spawn covering somewhere around this major area right here. There's also a lava rock falling right there, as you can see. So yeah, we do have a bunch of all these things coming in from here. This is where the spawn basically is, and they are going to be walking into the funnel system. So very quickly, as we can see over here, we have a couple of these forward-reaching gas traps. We count 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 gas traps right in front. We also do have a metal wall over there to try and deviate their pathing a little bit, so we split them onto the left and as well on the right. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started on this left side first. So we have a couple of spawns coming through here. They're going to walk through here, get by the gas traps on this side, gas trap on this side as well. And we're also going to go ahead and have some of these wooden floor spikes right at the front. We have our tree impact wall launchers over there. Also having the broadsides on the left, another gas trap going in. And we're also going to go ahead and walk right into here, and we have another slowing floor spikes. We also have a dart trap on the right, wall pusher right here, as well as a gas trap up on top. And this is the point basically where the husk will convene. Another wooden floor spikes over here, wall launcher off to the left, as well as a gas trap up on top as well. Okay, and we also do have a wall launcher on this side over here. This is basically for the other spawn. Let me just go ahead and walk there really quickly. So there is a spawn coming in from this side over here. They're going to be walking in from this point. Now you might be wondering to me, Allura, why not put a wall launcher over here? I feel like a wall launcher over here is extremely risky. Extremely risky. Because this wall launcher basically shoves them over to this side over here, and it's going to cause some major issues if they start punching through from here and attempting to leak from there. So you really don't want to put a wall launcher over here. However, if you so choose, you can actually put a wall dart over here or any kind of damaging trap. Kind of up to you. I don't currently use anything. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna go ahead and actually, you know what, let me just go ahead and chuck in a little what you call that, dart trap over here. Yeah, as I was saying, we want a bit more damage on this side because you know, reasons. Okay, anyway, we're gonna be coming in from here. Wall wooden floor spikes, dart trap on the left, wooden floor spikes over here. We have a broadside on the right, and we have a wall launcher over here. We also do have a gas trap coming in on this side, and this is basically where we're talking about the meeting point of where all the husks will convene. Okay, so once we have gone past this point, we're just going to go ahead and walk on to the next tile. So point of reference, once again, this is basically where we have placed our base. This is where we have placed our marker for where we want to put our base ability, and this one over here is the tier 2 brick. So gas trap on that side, we have a wall launcher off to the left, slowing floor spikes right here, and we will have a timeout room right here. Timeout room is going to comprise of broadsides to the left and right, as well as dart traps, retractable floor spikes, as well as gas trap. Okay, so if I'm going to refer to timeout rooms right now, I think we are just going to have this exact same setup. This will continue off to here. We are on to the next tile. Wooden floor spikes, wall launcher to the left, gas trap to the top, timeout room to the right. Okay, moving on once again. So now we are going to be a little bit deeper into the funnel, and as we can see, we are going to put a tar trap right here. Wall launcher left, gas trap up top, timeout room over here. So basically, if we're going to go ahead and look backwards right now, we have covered approximately 4 to 5 tiles, yeah? I think about 5 tiles of wooden floor spikes, as well as wall launchers and tons of gas traps. So basically, by this point, most of all of your regular husks your little husklings, your husks, as well as your bone throwers, all the weaker husks will basically be evaporated by this point. And so pretty much for this tar pit, you're going to be catching only husky husks, propanes, as well as mist monsters. Hence the use of these tar pits. Right, so wall launcher over here, the tar pit catches them. The moment it catches them, this wall launcher is going to send them into this timeout room right here. If they do manage to go into this timeout room and survive this huge onslaught of damage, they will slowly come out on this side over here. They will get stuck by this tar pit once again. This wall launcher will basically be able to get off another shot. If that shot does not punch them sufficiently, which means that you are dealing with a smasher, they will then walk over to this tile. And this wall launcher will basically go off because we have once again another tar pit. Another tar pit equipped right here. Wall launcher will go off, and then we have an additional gas trap. Off to the right we have a wall dart as well. Okay, and then off towards the side over here we have one last final box before we reach the exit. So once again we have tar pit over here. We also do have a wall launcher. And we have a final gas trap up there. Over here, I've basically placed a door, and this is basically just for accessibility. In a previous build, I think I used a little jump pad below so they can run up quickly to place the base. But I've gone ahead and used changed it to a jump pad over there right now. So the jump pad is actually located over there, so you can jump directly across. So this wall over here, you can actually reset this and just use a flat wall. You can put some damage here if you want to. I think I'm going to forego it. I think it is no longer necessary because we have more than enough damage on this side. Okay, so as we come out here from this funnel, they are going to be dropping down on this side right about here. Okay, so what you can see over here is that we have lots and lots of tar pits. So if we go by our previous build, if you guys wish to, you can basically just rig this all up with 5 times floor launchers. Okay, 5 times floor launcher over here, 5 times floor launcher over here, 5 times floor launcher over here. You can go ahead and rig them all up over here as well. Okay, it's kind of your choice. In my personal opinion, I think if I were to go ahead and rebuild this, I would probably have floor launchers on this side over here, and towards the closer part of where the amplifier is, I'll probably have a couple of tar pits instead. I find that the tar pits are excellent not just for kiting smashers but bosses as well. As the bosses attempt to walk around trying to punch all your various objects, the tar pits will basically buy you 3 seconds of slowing time and allow you to go ahead and place more walls. So it's really just personal preference at this point. Either go full floor launchers, you know, or half and half floor launchers with tar pits, and you should be good to go. Okay, and I think this basically covers it for the left side. Wait, not really. Give me one quick second, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this part over here. I think we do have a little wall off that I didn't really quite talk about. Okay, I'm just going to use my keyboard and mouse a little bit. I'm a little bit unfamiliar with that controller. Okay, there we go. We can use the controller now. So as I was saying, over here we do have a block off here, but over here I didn't really quite put any additional slanted pieces. I don't think it's actually necessary. I don't think I actually had anything punching through here. So you can just leave these as open, what do you call that, 1x1 wall offs, yeah? Open 1x1 wall offs. So you go ahead and put this. On this side over here, however, we've added an additional triangular pyramid piece and slanted it upwards. And the reason why we are doing this is because on one particular occasion, I think I had a flinger punch through on this side over here and started flinging into the base. So to make ourselves super extra safe, we're just going to go ahead and slap down an additional reinforced pyramid piece over there as well as here, and this basically rounds off the entire structure over here, and you really should not see any kind of punching through on the side walls, and they should all go very, very obediently and nicely into your funnel systems. Okay, so this is basically where we had the door over there as well. We're going ahead and reinforce this side as well with another pyramid piece. a wall over there as well, because you don't want them to punch through on that side. And we've also gone ahead and place an additional reinforced wall over here. It is crucial. It is extremely crucial that we keep the husks inside the funnels. We don't want them to be punching out on the left or the right side of these funnels, because that will basically be absolute disaster. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and delete one of the, this stair over here. Okay, and we're going to head over to the other part. We're going to be heading over to the next part of the funnel system. So give me a quick second while I quickly navigate over there. Yeah, I'm very finding it super unfamiliar with using the controller. So I'm just going to go ahead and run across to this side over here. Okay, this part might need some explaining, so we're just going to head and head straight towards the spawn first, and then we can begin. Okay, there we go. Let's just leave off right about here. Right. So as I was mentioning earlier as well, we do have a spawn coming in somewhere about this area right here. As mentioned earlier, we do have a little block off on this side to prevent flingers from getting any sort of strange ideas walking around the sides, but they do actually spawn around here, and not just this area as well. They do also spawn in from this lower side as well. They do in fact actually spawn in from the lower side as well. Some of them will actually walk up and across to that side too. So yeah, two spawns basically, one up there as well as one down here as well. So they're going to be walking up from here. So some people might be saying things like, hey Allura, you can actually place some additional you know, damage over here. You can make some like those 2x1s or 3x1s and stuff like that. I have opted not to and placed it slightly further up. Alright, so let's get right into it. So this is a 3x1 ramp right here. We're gonna go ahead and take a look up there. What do we have exactly? So right at where they are dropping off from this point over here, we have gone ahead and placed 3 gas traps. 1, 2, and 3. 3 gas traps and 1 wall over there to basically prop it up. And those walls over there is basically to go ahead and wall them off really quickly, yeah? So this part over here, wall off, wall off, wall off, as well as wall off. 1, 2, 3, 4 walls. Okay, 4 walls right there. This part over here is extremely crucial for you guys to build, because right behind this area over here, this is basically where you have the lava rock. Okay, this is basically where you have the lava rock as well as this little lava strip over here. So like mentioned over at the overview, you want a 3x2. You want a 3x2 block off right here. Okay, a 3x2 block off over here, isolating this lava rock in this exact position. Once again, for those of you who are having difficulty with the lava rock, I really don't have much other advice to you guys than to build this build exactly as you see it. Once again, build it exactly as you see it, placing it tile by tile with much patience to have the lava rock shift to the point where it hits this spot. And the moment it hits this spot, you go ahead and wall all around and isolate it. So it will not be successful in the first couple of tries for sure. In fact, it took us many an hour trying to deal with lava rocks, yeah? For a single lava rock, we could easily spend up to 20 minutes to half an hour or even more just trying to get the ideal spot and isolating it. So patience, guys, you know, it's not easy, but when you do get it, it will pay off. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So this is a little 2-tile block off over here, 2-tile block off over here, and then that's where you have the 2x3 right there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and punch this thing away. So this is where the husks are basically going to be falling down. Boop, they fall right down here, and this is where we have a wooden floor spikes, followed by a dart trap, which is going to be firing all the way down the entire stretch. We have a wall launcher over here, which kind of actually sends them very nicely into this particular other funnel system right here, which is kind of nice because you basically get the value of the spawn gas traps. You get hit by the slowing floor spikes, you get hit by the dart trap, and then they get flung right across to that other funnel system over there, which has tons and tons of timeout rooms as well as base. Okay, so you basically split up the spawn a little bit more to encourage this particular spawn to be much lighter in husk density, which makes it a lot more manageable. And that's also the reason why we have the base situated on that other funnel system to deal with the much heavier, denser spawn. Okay, so moving on to the next tile right here, we do have another wooden floor spikes. Up above, we do have once again a ceiling gas trap. We also do have over here broadsides on both sides. We have gone ahead and opted not to put a wall launcher over here. And part of the reason for that is because when we noticed, unless you start placing some walls over here to prevent them from flying too far, we actually had some of the husklings and huskies, husklings mostly, and the lighter husks, I think the skinny husks as well as some of the lobbers as well. The lobbers particularly were extremely annoying. They got shot across to this other side over here, and they used this opportunity to walk on top of all the funnels and through into our base. It was absolutely terrible. And that is part of the reason why when we walk onto this next tile over here, and we have that wall launcher on this side, we have gone ahead and placed a wall to prevent them from flying. We just keep them isolated on this part over here and no flying husks allowed. Okay, so wooden floor spikes over there, we do have a wall launcher over here. This is basically to account for the husks that are spawning in on that side and taking a diagonal route up here. This will get hit by this wall launcher first and then the wall launcher behind us. We do have a wall dart over here as well and some gas traps to go ahead and do some additional damage. Okay, so with that out of the way guys, let's just go ahead and move on to the very next tile. So this tile over here, there's no real opportunity for us to do very much wall launcher stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put a double broadsides, both left and right, slowing floor spikes over here, and we're also going to put a gas trap up above. Moving on to this tile over here, this is a very crucial tile, and as result of that, we're going to be putting a tar pit over here, a tar pit trap right here, and we're going to be having a another wall launcher over here to send them right back into the main funnel system, all the way back, and reset them entirely. So if they do manage to survive that entire onslaught, they do come back here again, they will get stuck here on this same tar pit and get sent right all the way back once again. Okay, so next tile over here, we do have wooden floor spikes. If you want to, you can put a tar pit as well. It's really up to you, but I've gone ahead and put a wooden floor spikes just in case there is some additional congestion. So wooden floor spikes over here. We have a dart trap onto the left, a gas trap up on top. We're going to turn the camera right now. This is the next tile they're going to be going on to. This is going to be a tar pit. Tar pit right here going to be completely smashed out by two broadsides on both sides. As they walk onto this final tile over here, we're going to be having a wall launcher. So they're actually going to curve off to this little side over here because that's the closest path. So they're going to curve off to this side over here. That wall launcher is basically going to fire them all the way back onto that corner over there, causing them to stagger on this particular piece, had the wooden floor spikes hit them, and hopefully also to have the wall launcher go off and possibly send them off into this corner over there. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit right back into this part over here. We have the gas trap up there. If you really want to, you can actually put another dart trap over here. I have opted not to. I feel like it's a little bit too little value since it only hits for one particular tile. Same on this part over here too. And the husks will basically fall down. They'll basically fall right down onto this tile over here. This is where we are going to be having some retractable floor spikes. We're going to be having some retractable floor spikes. We're going to be having some broadsides. We're also going to be having a dart trap as well to basically catch them all with tons and tons of damage. I seem to have forgotten to upgrade this tile over here. Let me go ahead and do that really quickly. Okay, and let's just go ahead and take a look over here. What do we have? We have a tar pit. For once they have come down over here, they're going to get stuck by this tar pit. This wall launcher is going to send them right back into that little open tiered timeout room. Gas trap up above and a wall dart off to the right over here. Okay, so as we turn over here, we do have once again another tar pit paired up with another wall launcher. gas trap up above. And you might be wondering also, Allura, why are there so many tar pits you are using? So essentially with this particular setup, it is going to be so much stronger to be eliminating all of your regular husks, your huskies, you know, anything that can actually damage the amplifier. You, in these funnel systems, basically want to take care of anything that is not a smasher. You want to deal as much damage as possible to them to make sure that they do not survive, and only smashers make it out of these funnels. Right, so once again, this is a tar pit on the bottom, we have a wall launcher there, and we do have a gas trap up above. This wall launcher over here basically serves to shoot them across to the other side. Onto that side over there, there is a little L-shaped little cliff's edge over there. So as you can see, this is how we are going to be firing them. You're going to be shooting them off onto this side over here. They will fall down onto this retractable right here. You might be asking me, Allura, why don't you put a tar pit over here? I feel like when husks are freshly tossed by a wall launcher or a floor launcher and they are put in the stagger animation, you know, it doesn't really pay off very well for you to have a tar pit over there, because a lot of the time that is spent in that recovery animation for when they stagger, your tar pit is going to lose its value. So as a result of that, I feel like having some additional damage as well as stagger value is actually very nice to have. Okay, just let me go ahead and head up really quickly. Did I actually make this a tier 3? Yes, I did. Alright, cool. So let's just get back into the explanation of this little timeout room over here. So they get sent onto the corner right here by that wall launcher up above, hit by the retractable spikes, hit by a broadside over here, hit by a broadside over here. And these broadsides are basically going to be paired up with another broadside on its opposite end, broadside on the opposite end as well, with tar pits on both sides. So whichever way the husks choose to move from this point after they are recovering from their stagger animation right about here, they will either walk this way or they will walk this way towards the amplifier. Either way, they will get stuck by this and buy you some additional time. Okay, once again, for y'all who are actually not involved in a no floor launcher challenge, this tile as well as this tile, perfectly fine for you guys to put some 5x floor launchers, and if you choose to do so, then please cut the broadsides and put some wall darts instead. Yeah, you don't want the broadsides on you don't want the broadsides to be interfering with your floor launchers. Okay. So that's basically it. And as the husks are walking down over here as well, this entire area that you are seeing with the tar pits, I would probably have 5 times floor launchers. 5x floor launch, 5x floor launch, 5x floor launch over here. This is basically a little 2x2 area that you can just go ahead and shove down 5 times floor launchers if you so choose. If you want to, you can put some additional damage over here. You can put some dart traps, put some ball traps as well, the broadsides or whatever. But if you feel like it's unnecessary, then leave it out. Okay, because these funnel systems that you're already seeing over there, they are basically, you know, pretty strong already. They're already pretty strong. So as long as you're not AFK, you know, and you have a couple of teammates shooting at a couple of things that make it through, you know, you should be good to go. Alright, so this basically is where you have the amplifier already. Once again, I think this area here is mostly should be covered with some floor launchers if you are choosing to use them. If not, then tar pits will also do for some easier kiting. Alright, so I think other than this though, let me just go ahead and see if I missed out on anything here. I think we did not touch a little bit onto this side over here. Yeah, so let me just go ahead and round this video off by touching on this last and final part over here. Let me just reposition myself really quickly. So yes, indeed, that part over there was where I was talking about the 2x3 meteor rock. Yes, and over here there's another area. As we were talking over there, that's basically where you have the little funnel systems. We're gonna hit and place some tier 3 walls over here, as well as a full block off. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles over here, just right across this entire edge over here. Not more, not less. You really don't want to shift the lava rock anywhere past this point. Yeah, if you try to be a bit greedy, you try and shove more walls over here, you're going to scuff the entire thing, so please don't do that. You just want the lava rock hitting this area there and this area there, and that's it. Okay, so we're just going to leave this entire area wide open. And like I said as well, we're going to be having some lobber shield over here. This is basically to prevent them from thinking that they're going to be having an easy time just punching through one of these walls and being able to lob from this area right here. And I think that basically covers it, guys. I think that basically covers it. I think we're basically done here. Yeah, I think we're done. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. And if you guys have any other feedback, suggestions, or you know, tips on how to improve the build as well, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'm actually really late for my stream already, so for those of you who wants to tune in for our Twitch stream as well, feel free to drop by on Twitch TV/AluraSC. And once again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care now, and bye bye.